Everton Chairman Bill Kenwright has tonight responded to the All Together Now movement, a group of Everton fans, nearly all Everton fans, who have got together and decided enough is enough. The Everton board are no longer capable of doing the jobs, in our opinion, and it's time for change. It's time for Bill Kenwright to leave as Everton Chairman along with some other board members. Now, Bill Kenwright has put out a 664-word statement in response to the All Together Now movement. I'll just pick up a few of the points here on this video, and we'll discuss. First and foremost, he starts off by saying, "Dear All Together Now, hashtag All Together Now. I read your letter to the club. Firstly, can I thank you for your care and concern regarding my health?" So first and foremost, he's put it out there that he's read the letter, and he's saying, okay, I know everyone's been talking about my health, and he has to acknowledge that, and he has acknowledged that. He goes on to say, from April 2015, he was advised he had a chronic illness. A chronic illness is something that lasts for a year or more, and he says in his letter it's something that's going to live with him, possibly for the rest of his life. Living with a chronic illness is really difficult. What is also really difficult is the added stress that running a Premier League club brings to a chronic illness and to a person's life. If you have a chronic illness, I don't think you would be the ideal person to lead a football club in the Premier League, the biggest and best league in the world, that also comes with the most pressure and the most scrutiny with your job as well. It's not the best thing to run a club with a chronic illness. He also says in a statement, sometimes it's not easy. Of course it's not easy. I sympathise with you because I sympathise with Bill Kenwright because he has a chronic illness, but he needs to have the common sense to step back in his role because he has a chronic illness, also because he's not really competent and he's not really qualified to do the job. But as a person with chronic illness, you shouldn't really be putting yourself in that position. Bill Kenwright then goes on to defend CEO Denise Barrett-Baxendale. He said Denise is amongst the best in the world. He then goes on to belittle Everton fans, and he's put, you may think it is not a massive challenge to relentlessly push forward the new stadium currently taking shape on the waterfront. I promise you it is. Finances amongst your group will tell you why. We're all aware of the stress and how difficult and what a massive challenge building a new stadium is, especially in this climate. It's quite clear from his statements, Bill Kenwright has no respect for Everton fans here, and he thinks we're basically a bunch of illiterate morons. Bill then goes on to talk about financing and investments into the club. He says himself, the board, Farhad Mashiri are working on it hourly, and they will succeed. And they are succeeding, but he gives no timeline, no update as to who may be interested, how long this may take. Is it a week, a month, a day, a year? Again, no confirmation from Chairman Bill Kenwright. And once again, it's a lot like smoke and mirrors. Investment may be coming, but it may not. We are underway with it, but it's challenging and it takes time. More smoke and mirrors. He then goes on to use such language as horror, attacked, distasteful. He's really, again, got no respect for the Everton fans. You can see this. He's talking about Grant Eagles, Chief Financial Officer, Graham Shark, another, obviously, of course, Everton legend and Everton board member at the moment. He talks about putting your chairman on a bedsheet is a distasteful way. It's something that, although it hurts, he has to get used to. But he can't believe Grant and Sharpie on banners with a load of question and exclamation marks. Bill Kenwright, I don't know who has advised him that this letter is a good idea or why he's put this letter out on the eve of one of our biggest games of the season. Once again, the timing is disgraceful. The Everton board, time and time again, have let themselves down and let us down as fans. And once again, releasing this letter less than 24 hours away from a crucial away game at Crystal Palace in the Premier League is just unforgivable. The Everton team will be arriving in London tonight, and once they land in London, they go pick up the phones and they see this. A distraction, an unwelcome distraction. Timing is crucial. As a board member, as an executive, he should know this, but unfortunately, it's all wrong. Bill, you've got it wrong again. Bill Kenwright goes on just to say the board cares, we're working hard, they've still got desire to grow and improve the loyalty to this club and the Evertonians. It's a sign. It's a sign, and it's a message from Bill Kenwright. He's flexing his muscles with this letter. He's saying, I'm not going anywhere, and the board aren't going anywhere. Suck it and see. And he's saying, it doesn't matter what the Everton fans think. I'm the chairman. I'm the most important person, and I ain't going anywhere. If you think Everton are run correctly, this letter shows you exactly why they are not. Regardless of whether they release this letter or don't release the letter, the timing of the letter is crucial. And the timing of this letter is ridiculous. I simply can't fathom why they've decided to do it less than 24 hours before our massive, massive game at Crystal Palace. Chairman Bill Kenwright, you are gaslighting Everton fans. You have gaslit and you are gaslighting Everton fans. The time is now, and the time is right to leave Everton Football Club. #AllTogether now.